Hey there, it's Michael Kwan, author of The Fire Planner. One of the things that I hear often when it comes to the FIRE movement is that people don't have enough savings or investing to really get started, or their cash flow isn't sufficient to save or invest. And what I tell people a lot of times is that a lot of this is just in our mindset. The truth of the matter is that you can do it. However, you have to have a different strategy. So let me just share with you a quick story of what I did when I was younger in my 20s and how you can do the same thing today. Back then, initially, I thought that I was too young to create any meaningful savings to really make a dent in my early retirement and go on this path of financial independence and financial freedom. But I had some really great mentors, my uncle specifically, who really showed me that I needed to take it step by step. And so I took the time to draw out a plan. And I didn't know necessarily how I was going to get there, but I wanted to retire early in my mid 40s. Ultimately I did it in my mid 30s. But the point was that I set out the intention, and creating a plan is something that will allow you to put it on paper and allow your subconscious to simmer on it. Right. And the great thing about that is if your subconscious knows that that's where you want to go, then it starts to pull you that direction. And in my first job ever, I was working in IT and I wasn't making a ton of money, but I knew that there was other people in the space that were making more money than me. So I worked really hard for the next 2 or 3 months, really creating a lot of value in the company, staying a little bit later, going above and beyond my normal so-called work duties, and really becoming an invaluable member of the team. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, I decided to go in and ask for a raise, even though I'd been there for just several months. And this was a little bit bold, a little bit audacious, but the truth is was that I was able to make a case. And before you have in your head, hey, I can't do that because my company has a very specific policy of doing raises every single year or every 2 years, and it's really not my place to ask for a raise out of place. Let me tell you that later on in life, as I became an employer myself, I would actually end up giving a lot of employees that were valuable to me raises outside of the sequence of a traditional performance reviews every year. They would actually come to me and I'd say, yeah, you guys are doing fantastic. So, yes, I'm going to give you a raise. Let me give you what you asked for. And I was happy to do that because if they were creating the value, then I definitely had some room to work within that. So I will tell you that sometimes in our head, we tell ourselves what's possible, not possible. And I will tell you that 99% of the times it's possible to go in and get that raise. And even if they don't say yes, you've set the seed. You've set the seed not only for yourself, but for your employer. So getting back to asking for the raise, I went in, I asked my boss, I said, hey, can I get a raise? And he said, well, you need to talk to the CEO. And so he set that meeting up with me. And I sat down with him and I said, hey, here's all the things that I'm doing. Here's the going rate in the industry. Can you get me a raise? And I literally asked for a 50%, which is pretty bold and audacious. I don't know if I recommend doing that. However, he was like, I really appreciate you taking the time to show me this and I'll take it into consideration. And actually, he told me no. He actually did say, no, we can't do that. And I said, okay, that's fine. What can you do? And he said, well, we can do 30%. So I was like, okay, 30%, not bad, right? That's like a third extra of my salary. So I did get that. And then what I want to share with you guys, and this is the important point, is that all of a sudden I was able to get this extra income, right? This extra cash flow every single month. And what you want to do with that is to be strategic and use compound interest in your favor. So, what does that mean? Well, that means to simply automate that extra money and put it away. Put it away into savings, put it away into an investing account, or put it somewhere that you know you're not necessarily going to touch it. Plus, save a little bit of extra for fun. So, of that 30%, I did actually spend 5 to 10% every single month just to enhance my lifestyle so that I was feeling okay, I get to benefit from this additional income. And then separately from that, I also was able to put the rest of that away. And the great thing was that I didn't miss it because I never necessarily had it. So that's the great thing about being able to save something that you've never really experienced. You're not going to necessarily miss it. So again, I started saving and investing and I put it into Roth IRAs. And compound interest, all that is letting the interest you're earning earn more interest. And as that grows over time, you're going to see exponential growth. And so the truth is, you just kind of set it and forget it and you go. But this will literally be a game changer for you in your life and give you the ability to ultimately be financially independent or retire early later on. Those are some of the things that we're going to focus on in Catching Fire. And, whether you join us or not, I hope you do. But if you don't, definitely take this strategy for yourself and go out there and use it. Go out there, ask for the raise out of turn. Make sure that you're creating incredible value for your company. And if you are, then there's no harm in asking for that. I just had a coaching client that I was working with over the last year, and she just emailed me this week and said, "Hey, I'm so excited. I didn't think I could get a raise at all. I went in, I asked for the raise back when we were working on this initially, and they said no, but they found a new position for me and I was able to double my income." And I was like, wow, incredible. Now, imagine what you could do when you double your income, right? She's able to now have a better lifestyle. She's able to save and invest more. And so, again, a lot of this is in our mindset. So I hope you'll join me for Catching Fire. I'm going to send out some more emails shortly just to give you a little bit more insights on what you can expect. And I want you to know that you can do it too. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and we'll see you inside. Hope you're having a great day and stay blessed.